big surprise here. Yes, G House from FBB2 did opt for his T28 once again. Now on the other side, when it comes to IEF, well, they're deciding to go with 5A tanks once again.
Yeah, that's not too surprising as well, because this is a fairly urban map, although, you know, there is that eastern kind of field area. However, most of the map is urban, so that heavy tank up, you know, definitely more favorable for these teams. Yeah, and taking a look at the FBB side, they're actually, they look like they're going for the city, so they're probably going to post up around that city area limit.
Well,
and
especially towards the west, pretty much. Like the west does provide quite a straight line fire, so for the T28.
Yeah.
It's safe. It's safer to go that way, and because IEF did not choose to go with T69s or lighter tanks, pretty much, it's pretty safe to say that they're going to go for a city push as well. So coming from the FBB2 side, I'm pretty sure they're kind of happy as to what their opponents have selected from here, because no big surprises here. It's all going to happen within the city.
Yeah, so definitely both teams kind of posting up in the city area limit. Some shots fired by Big GB, but he did miss on that T1, so that T1 will survive for a little bit.
Yep, there it is, and FBB2 camping as well.
Yeah, so both teams, two teams pretty much mirroring each other in their camping style. They are
actually the T28's out there in the field.
Yeah,
so not even allowing sort of any kind of city edge push.
Yeah, definitely not. So that T28 will be protecting the city edge limit. So IEF, if they do decide to push down that city edge, they will have to take fire on from that T28.
Oh, they just get mangled if they decide to do that. If they decide to go for a split push, because, you know, usually on Runeberg, that's what you see. You see, like, tanks just going for the inner city push, but at the same time, when they reach, like, the midsection of the map, they would usually divide their forces and send 2 or 3, perhaps heavy tanks to the city edge. If they do that, they're going to walk into a very nasty surprise.
Yeah. Definitely. So not too much movement coming out just yet. I think both teams, you know, they really want more information on where exactly you know, their opponents are, especially on the IEF team. You know, with that tank destroyer, they want to find out where that
it is.
Yeah, where it is before they make any moves.
But they haven't even sent any of their scouts to the field. They're all within the city, so they're not going to find out where the tank destroyer is. I mean, just like camping.
The thing is, if I was IEF, I would expect them. I'd almost assume that, you know, the FBB team were just going to be camping in that city area limit. You know, what I would do, I mean, it could be the wrong move. However, you know, I would kind of go for that eastern, that kind of village area. I would kind of push up towards there and then slowly creep my way back
with
into
the T28 on the field, though.
Yeah, I would use my AMX-50s. Yeah, I would use the AMX-50s to kind of snipe it out.
But like by the time they actually would reach that eastern village, they would be under fire from the T28 out there. Yeah. Because like the 2 T1 scouts on the FBB side are out there in the field, so any push that you make or any tank that you would commit to the field would get spotted. Okay, now actually it looks like FBB2 is just slowly creeping down towards the center area of the inner city.
Yeah, so actually they're kind of moving slightly more south.
Yeah,
towards the
Big GG8 actually just had a peek at the T1 scout, decided to retreat.
Yeah. Yes, not
much happening.
Yeah, not too much movement. Yeah, no one's moving. Yeah, and that T28 still kind of posted up on that city edge limit. I feel like
definitely way up north, close to the starting position, but considering his position right now, he's definitely covering for that city edge in a straight line, just in case IEF decides to split their forces, which they're not.
Yep. And IEF also still not moving there
at all.
Yeah, they're not moving either. So
not even like risking one of their scouts out there.
Yeah, I really kind of want to see something happen in this. I don't want to see this end in a draw because, you know, I mean, the thing about this map is that it's kind of the best of both worlds. You have the city, and then you also have that kind of
it does allow you with quite a bit of options out there. So I don't want to call it like a defensive map per se because it's not. Actually, we're not talking about Ensk here.
So
more often than not, we see a lot of movement on Runeberg. The T28 is not allowing that.
Yeah.
So we're playing to FBB2's advantage here.
definitely. I mean, I'll actually, I'll give this.
In terms of playing style, in terms of playing style, like you're playing into their game.
Like who's better at camping, basically.
Well, no, yeah, exactly, because like that's what FBB2 wants.
Yeah,
it's a camping situation. That's where they're best at. Like being patient and waiting for the opponents to lose it. That's how they've been playing. I'm not saying that it's commendable or anything like that. I'm not being judgmental about any type of strategic approach, but as long as they close in a map, pretty much, they're not allowing their opponents any type of movement out here.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it is playing to advantage because that's what they want. That's how they want to play it.
Yeah.
They don't like it when people are just scrambling around left and right like they did on Prokhorovka. They don't like it when opponents are actually allowed movement and they don't know what's going on. In a camping situation like this, they know exactly what to expect, pretty much. So yes, FBB2 is quite happy with what's been happening for the past like 2.5 sets now.
Yeah, I really want to see FBB use not the central city, but the second outer ring, the center ring, kind of going in the center of the city
to try to
push,
perhaps.
Using that tank destroyer to kind of have backup fire. I feel like that would be a pretty good strategy that FBB could use, but it doesn't.
Well, once again, like they're not into the risk-taking business, are they?
Yeah. So we'll probably not see that happening, but of course we are the spectators, so we do have view over everyone. So we will kind of know what the best strategy is going to each map. However, neither of the teams know what the other team is thinking just yet, so it's just a waiting game, honestly. It's just you have to wait until you know what.
Exactly, which is why FBB2 is happy with it, because they're more than happy to just wait it out. And every single time they did, it's been paying off for them. So right now we're down like 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. So yep, it looks like this is going for a draw. Yeah. Without even a single shot being fired.
Yep. So no tanks have been taken out on either side. So this will probably
taken down. No shots have been fired.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, extremely defensive setups coming out from both teams. Neither team has moved out at all, actually.
Well, it is a fifth set too. There's a ticket for the quarterfinals at stake. So
you really don't want to.
And you know what?
anything.
Like IF cannot risk anything at this point anymore. They've lost their two jokers, both on mines and on Himmelsdorf as well.
Yeah, definitely. But we could possibly see a push come out from FPV. They are sending their Tiger 2 out towards that central city area. However, he did stop moving, so he is not going to push out.
He just like moved in a little bit.
Yeah, he moved maybe 10 meters.
And then just and then just come back to where he was.
Yeah, and IAF also not moving at all. They pulled back their scout a little bit too. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't know why that scout is actually behind a tier 8. Like, the point of a scout is
really,
to get...
yeah, I know, but I think they're just really exasperated too.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, these guys aren't doing anything pretty much. It's always up to us to come up with the goods, and they're like, okay, let's just wait it out then. Like, fine.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Fine. Fine. Have it your way.
Yeah. But these two T1s on the FBB team now moving down south. I don't think they're going to be able to spot anything because the IEF team is in the city area limits.
And the T28 on the move out there in the field.
Yep. Yeah, so actually they could possibly go for a push, but only about a minute and a half
No, with
left.
a minute and a half left. No. They just know there's not enough time, so now there's just, doing a little bit of sightseeing.
Thumbs. Yeah.
Doing a little bit of sightseeing here on Runeberg.
Yep. Yeah, neither team, not even moving. I mean, that T1, even if it came down, this much time, I'll just send my T1s out because, even if you lose those T1s, the other team, you're not giving the other team a more than, a 2-tier point advantage. So, I mean, I don't see the point of that T1 hiding behind those T8s.
I think it's just frustration.
Possibly. Quite possibly. And actually, this FBB tank now actually going for the base capture. So, maybe drawing out some IAF fire, but this IAF tank will just one-shot that T1. So, first blood going out with about 40 seconds, left in this the fifth set.
I just think, IAF were like, okay, you want to play like this? Fine. We'll camp too.
Yeah.
We'll camp too. Are you going to move? The answer is no.
Yeah. Yeah, so a little bit of movement coming out, but maybe about 10 meters total of movement in this entire set.
Well, the best thing we've seen so far was that not even there was not even like any heart in it. That T1 going not even for capture, but just okay, shoot me.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you can afford to lose those T1s, especially.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like on the other side, at least I would have sent my T1s out to the field to just even try to locate, where the T28 was hiding.